Hey everybody, this is Smashing Game Time. Thank you for joining us for this special week. We are doing our Game of the Year debates. We've got multiple categories that we're going to go through. We are only down to 4 brothers this week. Matt's not with us today. He will join us for some other categories. I am your host, Nick. Down bottom right is Mikey. Mikey, say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Down in the bottom for the first time ever, in the bottom left is Josh. Josh, say hello.
I'm usually a power top.
Yeah, so he's a bottom bitch today.
He's
Bottom
power
bitch.
bottom. And then to my left, I guess he's a top this week. Jake, say hello.
Dude, I was always top.
Jake was always a power top. As always, before we get started, we are a Trident Network podcast. Go check out our siblings. Rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're everywhere. All right, we're not gonna chat games because we're gonna be chatting games the whole time. We've got 2 categories we're gonna get to for this first episode for week 1. We've got best first word Wordle, and then best ongoing game. That's for any continuous game. It doesn't have to have been released this year. Just a game that's continued to get support this year and continued on. So let's just jump right into the first one, guys. Everyone here has played Wordle, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Took the nation by storm back in January. Got bought by the New York Times, and everyone's like, "We're not doing this shit anymore." When's the last time everyone in here has played Wordle?
Since they bought it.
last month, I think, when I was at drill.
I think I play it at least once a month. Like I'll be in a weird spot and I'm like, I got like 5 minutes to kill. Let's play Wordle. What about you, Mikey?
Probably 2 weeks after they bought it.
2 weeks after they bought it.
Tired of going through it. Yeah.
All right, so let's. We've got a few words here, and we could always add a few more. But we're gonna pick out our top 3. So let's see here. We've got Reach. Reach was one of my favorites. I like it because of the E and the A and the CH. The R, not so much. I feel like I could switch out Reach, Teach, Peach, other eaches.
Yeah, we know you don't find the word at all when you play.
I barely do. I barely do get the word. But I've like Reach always felt like just knocking out those first 2. But I do feel like after the Times bought it, like the words just became big old asshole words.
So I think I have to agree with Nick because my other word was our bottom one, water. I mean, because they definitely have that E and that A in there. I think the CH is a little more common, or a little more of a common trope that they used. And like Nick said, the Reach can be replaced. You could do Teach, you could do Peach. I mean, you Leech. I mean, there's a plethora of other words you can use, but I think Reach is a pretty solid word.
You reminded me of a few more that I worked into the rotation. I felt like youth. I feel like Y made a big. The letter Y was in a lot that I remember back right after the Times bought it, and I know there was the argument that the words weren't really like the words were already determined for a predetermined amount of time, so the Times wasn't messing with it. But I don't fucking believe that at all.
During the holidays, though, depending on the holiday, like they do kind of like have a theme.
Yeah, but you have to pay $4.99 to get that theme.
Wait, they're charging for stuff now?
No, I just assume. I haven't touched it since they bought
they
it.
never charge. No, they don't charge.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing something that was going to be free. So that's why when you said that, I was like, oh shit, they're charging now?
No, because I thought at one point they were talking about they were going to make it a part of their subscription. Like if you had the New York Times subscription, you could do it.
No, that'd screw them. That'd screw themselves up.
I mean, I think enough people left when it was done. I personally, my top two right now are Reach and Youth. But you guys share some of your words and some of your processes with these words.
Pikel.
I enjoyed Spite just because P is in like it's not a common letter, and then having 2 vowels really narrows it down. Because if it's not I or E, good chance it's going to be A.
How many times were you getting a lot of like multi-letter hits on Spite though?
It depends. I mean, it's a different word every week, so you're not going to have a defined, percentage on it.
Well, I mean, okay, so based on the 7 days, if you did it every single day, how many times would you get more than 2-letter hits?
I'd probably get it 2 out of the 7 days. But then again, it's like using the word youth. Is that Y going to come up more times than none?
Well, see,
on
that's
a regular basis.
Well, and that's why I like the common letters like beats, reach, water. Because I mean, no matter what, you're hitting that A and that E, so you're always going to hit 1 letter guaranteed.
Well, look at the words we have on here. None of them have M or N in it, and those are 2 of the top 5. top letters.
I think what we're forgetting is that even if you completely whiff on any of these words, you're knocking out 5 letters. So you're giving yourself a better chance on that second word.
I just think that some days the word was like too deep, and like a word maybe I never heard of before. And it just doesn't help.
You're boom.
But my vocabulary isn't expanded as I would like it to be. But
money was since you were just complaining about the M's, I was trying to think of an M word that I would play.
money, yeah, that's a good one.
One of mine that I chose up there was world, and the reason I picked world is because there's a lot of words that start with W in it. And you know, I mean, you got the 5 W's. I mean, they're not all of them are 5-letter words, but there's so many words in the alphabet, or not alphabet, so many words out there in the dictionary that start with W. I think W is probably one of the biggest like sections in the dictionary.
But see, now I'm curious though, because you're saying there's so many W words. Mikey said there were so many N and M's. Like,
No, I said M and N is 2 of the top 5 most common letters.
Okay, well, I was looking at Nick's money, I guess. Either way, I really wonder if someone has taken like statistically like for like the whole year or for a period amount of time to get an idea of like what's the most common letter to start and what's the most common letters used.
All right, you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the most common letters in the English alphabet? Can anybody guess what the most common? I'll give you a hint. It's a vowel.
E.
God damn it, Josh is right. Followed by TAOINSRHLDCMFU.
M dropped out. We'll afford
Damn, I look like a damn fool.
Y is not on this list. Most common letters in Wordle. Our Wordle experts, we can call ourselves that, right? Here at dictionary.com, I've put together a unique list of the most common letters appearing in Wordle so far. Can anyone guess the most common letter that's appeared in Wordle? I'll give you a hint. It is not a vowel.
C.
I'd probably say S.
Mikey's got it. It's S. 45.8%. I don't know when this article was written. This article was written, February 10th, 2022. So we're probably these numbers have been completely butchered.
The algorithm is gone.
Most common pairs TH.
Yeah.
But I feel like they play with that. They know that that's the most common pair, and they're like, "Fuck you, you're not getting a TH." I feel like we can take beats off. I just feel that.
I think you can take child off while you're at it.
Yeah, there's only one vowel in there, and it's in the middle, and I don't know. I
think you can keep beats.
There's another one.
Get rid of child.
There's another one I want to add. Add crate. CRATE.
That is a good one. That is a really good one because you're knocking out the CRT done, AE done. I wish
just spell crate.
just spell crate. What is there any word on this list right now that we can get rid of that we are comfortable with saying, hey, that is not a top 3 word?
Touch.
All right, let's get rid of touch.
Youth. You're not getting that TH.
Hell, I even say money.
The one M word on here, you want to get rid of it.
Yep.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
I think I already have the winner, Nick. It's crate.
I like crate too. I could see crate in the total top 3. Yeah.
I think we can get rid of world.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jake. I mean, I know it's your top word.
I feel like it's like a wild card. Sometimes I just like when I played, I just threw out like random ones. Like there are times where I just put like frost and like get an F. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Hey, you know what? Let's get rid of one more word, and then let's all pull up Wordle and play. Each play one of those words.
All right.
Debate amongst yourself while I grab my phone.
Well, I want spite.
Okay, so then I'll go with beats.
I'll go with crate just because.
And then Nick will go with reach, I guess.
I'll go with reach. Which one are we getting rid of?
We're getting rid of water.
Goodbye, water. It was nice knowing you.
All right.
So everyone get your phones. Go ahead and pull up. Wordle's still on browser. It's not an app, right?
Yeah.
I just typed it on.
Yeah, I'm
Google.
just. Yeah,
Maybe. What the?
it's the top one in this New York Times.
All right, so
Mine's
I'm gonna
taking me to
play.
Wordle.net.
I'm
All
gonna
right, I'm going
play
crate right now,
reach.
dude. I got RA.
Don't say. Just make it
Yeah,
a
damn,
word.
Jake, don't say it.
Damn. Okay.
No, I thought we were all supposed to
Yeah.
do
Okay,
it.
so we all played our first word. So I
Yeah.
got R-E. Or, I'm sorry, R-A.
Oh, I have it on my screen. Was I supposed to show you guys?
I got B and A. So
I
Alright,
got an
so-
I. That's yellow.
No, Mikey. Okay. All right. So we're going to find out what this. Okay. So it sounds like we all got at least one letter in the right spot besides Mikey. I actually want to play this out. Let's play this out and see what happens.
See how long it takes us to get it.
Yeah. I'm going to play. Man, I hate words. Let's go.
Was your B green?
Who was the B?
yeah, my B was green.
Your B was green. Hey, good cheating there,
And
guys.
Mikey's eye was yellow.
Mikey's eye was yellow, and Jake had R. Jake, was your R green?
Yes, and the A. What? Where would I put the damn I?
Oh, I figured it out.
Nope, don't spoil it yet.
I
Nope.
won't. It was my second word, and I got it.
Damn it,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this.
dude. What are the last two
There you
fucking
are.
letters? Ah,
So your RA is right. Who else got a right letter?
I know I's in there. I is one of the last two.
oh, is it fucking? Is it? If it's this word, I'm gonna be pissed. No. Oh, hey, it's a video game.
Oh yeah, I know
there
what it
you
is.
go.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. As soon as
Hey!
we,
It's
Hey,
on
it's a video
theme,
game.
boy.
Get that number 2 slot though.
It took
What
me
is it
5
called?
words.
Took me 2.
two,
Braid, baby,
for me too.
braid. Okay, so can we get rid of spite?
I think Spike can be
Yes.
gone. And we need to discuss the top 3.
Okay, we need to play. Yeah, we need to place the top 3.
I feel like
So-
that's recency bias.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like if that I wasn't there, we wouldn't figure out the.
All right, Mikey, go to bat for spite right now. Go to.
I just think it's recency bias. I think it's not what have you done for me, what have you done for me recently, and I just feel like it's not a fair shake.
Yeah, but okay, so how about this? Jake, how
feel
many
like
letters did you get right in the first one?
I got 2.
Nick?
My A was in the right spot. R was on there, but not in the right spot.
Okay, and then I had my B and my A. So, Mikey, and how many did you have in the correct spot?
All right, that's not the point. say you try it tomorrow and it's reversed. I get 2 letters and you guys get 1 yellow. Would you flip on your word that quick?
No, because the
Mikey-
likelihood of yours taking out one of ours is slim because you have an I and an E.
You know,
which
how about
means-
how about
the-
next week when we run the episode? How about we try it one more time?
Okay, that's fine. But either way, Spike's coming off today.
Okay, that's fine. But if it does better next week, I want it back up in the top 3.
If that happens, I'll take beats down.
Okay, let's rank. Let's get these top 3 in the correct spots here. I think crate.
Number 1.
Well, see, the thing with crate is that reach
You
is
didn't-
kind of
you didn't pick it.
reach is doing the same thing. There's an R, there's an A, there's an I like knocking out RAE on the same thing. So for that reason, I think beats 3, reach and crate. I could like switch between 1 and 2 on those.
I think I want beats 1.
You want beats 1?
No,
Well,
Mikey,
the
I
two
know
were-
exactly. I know you little troll.
He's,
You little...
he's trying to beat to be number 1, so when Spike comes back on, he just goes number 1.
Well, the thing is, those 2 words have the similar letters. When the BEA, I'd rather have over a C. Just because B would just make the word more.
So I
More
think
broad.
reach being number 1 is a little more important, is because it does the CH as well as the top of the EA. So not only hitting out 2 vowels, but it's hitting out that ch, which is a very. I mean, it's up there with the TH, I imagine, with just being a perfect combo.
I like your thought. I was just getting ready to say reach number 1 because I think what is getting me on Beats and Crate is the T. And I feel like the Times, and even before the Times, I feel like T was like one of those letters where they're like, we know this is a popular letter. Fuck you.
I feel like that's all the New York Times said about anything, according to you.
We know you like T. We're not putting T in our words.
I think Reach for sure won, and I honestly want to say Beats is second just because it knocks out that S. And S was a little more common in early 2022.
So do we just keep them in the order they're in? Reach, Beats, Crate?
That's fine.
Okay, Jake, what's your argument for
What are
Crate?
you going to bat for here, Jake?
Crate number 1, Reach number 2, Beats number 3.
Plea your case on Crate, Jake. Really sell us on Crate.
So just like TH being a pair, CH is also a pair.
Yeah, but CH, because you're getting the C and the H.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, that's what that is. What I'm
H.
saying is CH is just a better pair.
I think if you look at a word though and it's CH, I don't think you need both C and H to figure it out. It's CH. Like if you saw REAC, would you not know it's an H at the end of it?
Oh, there's only one other combination, which would be a T, so for React.
Yeah, but would that beat out without it though for Crate? If you use Crate and you just
No, I'm just saying the Reach.
at that
I feel like a CH combo is going to be, or CH alone and a CH combo are going to be more worth it than just the letter T.
Is Great or GRATE great?
Great, it's
Yeah,
a thing.
yeah.
I know that.
Because
Yeah,
now I'm getting in my head like, okay, like maybe I knock Reach down because you could easily switch it out with Beach, Teach, other words that EACH. But they all have that similar issue. Except for Beats. I don't think Beats changes into Neats or Meat. Hey, they got the meats.
So I'm fine with Beats being knocked down to 3. I just don't think Crate is number 1 worthy.
Jake, I will give you Crate.
I know.
We'll go Crate, Reach,
I want
Beats.
Beats too.
Okay, so is that settled? Let's just move on.
Yeah,
No, hold on. Let's come to a consensus here. So are we Crate, Reach, Beats?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, that's fine.
Because I do. But you know why Crate works? Because there's a rat in the middle of it, and Jake's right in the middle of this, and Jake's a rat.
I'm out. That's it.
So best Wordle first word. We've got Beats, Reach, and taking the category overall, Crate, CRATE. Play that the next time you're playing Wordle. See how far it gets you. All right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for best ongoing game?
Yes.
All right, let's look best ongoing game. All right, so let's run down the list before we start getting into debate. Don't keep your snarky comments. Save them for the end. Okay, so running down the list, we have Apex Legends, Fortnite, Final Fantasy XIV, Rust, Dead by Daylight, Fall Guys, Rocket League, Brawlhalla, Iron Harvest 1920 Plus, Age of Empires 4, Ark, Halo Infinite, Among Us, Boyfriend Dungeon, Cuphead, Phasmophobia. Is there anything else we want to add to this list?
No.
We'll start removing right now.
There are a few games that are like not multiplayer centric that I added on here. So like, for example, Cuphead had that DLC come out. Cuphead's also a multiplayer game. Surprisingly, what was that? 5-year gap between OG Cuphead and this DLC. Same for Boyfriend Dungeon. It's not multiplayer, but did have a DLC that added some weapons. I think it was free DLC if I remember correctly. Wanted to put both on here. We can knock them both off. But if you guys have any strong feelings about them staying, anyone opposed?
No, I don't have strong feelings about your Boyfriend Dungeon.
I
Nick.
love Boyfriend Dungeon. Give it a try, Jake. It's so good.
No,
It's such a good game. Don't knock it till you try it.
I think Iron Harvest you can knock out.
Yeah.
Now
yeah,
hold on.
Dead game.
Hold
Dead
on.
game.
Hold on. Dead game, yes. Dead game, I will admit. But they added that World Conquest mode, and they added like 3 different maps over the entire year.
So you brought back 5 people.
Hey, I was one of those 5 people.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, Nick, are you still playing it?
I play it every once in a while. It's not like I'm not glued to it, but I'm.
How long
It's
does
fun.
it take you to find a match?
You're not. This isn't multiplayer. This is a single player game mode that they added.
I'm gonna say go ahead and remove it.
For the single amount of people playing it. Yep.
Man, just to have it on the list was fun.
Nick, if that game was in like nominated for like a ongoing game, the vote would go negative.
I'm gonna say let's knock Apex Legends.
No, I don't think you can.
No,
really.
that game's relevant.
A game with 200 and
That's a
that game,
thriving community. I don't think you're doing that anytime soon.
The
that
thriving
game has
community.
249,000 people on it right now as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we can knock out Fall Guys. Yes, I know they added content, but I don't think compared to like the bigger communities, with more content like Rust and Apex Legends and Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14, it's just not a big hitter.
I feel like
sorry, go ahead, Jake.
I was gonna say, I feel like Fall Guys, it's got numbers, but I feel like it's more like a party game, maybe a game that you play with your viewers. I do like, drinking game. I do like the content they come out with. Like I know recently they came out with like SpongeBob skins, which look pretty dope. But I don't think it's like it can contest with some of these other names on this list.
I want to keep it. I would like to keep it now because when Fortnite went down earlier this, like Fortnite's gone down for season change multiple times this year, but there was a time where it went down, and me and my friends switched to Fall Guys, and I did not recognize any of the courses or maps that we played, and we played for like a good 5 or 6 hours, and I don't believe there were any repeats in that time. We played multiple rounds. Like there was so many new courses added, so many, and we didn't get any team games either. We didn't get any grab the tails, fucking any of that shit. And the courses all like were all of them great? No, but the courses were just completely different from any of the 3 that were originally in there. They changed some of the made changes like some of the original games. So like the one, and I played some of these with you guys, I think. The one where like you have like all the things spinning and like 12 people have to fall off, and there's like 6 of those and they're spinning, and they have like the little round guys, they have the walls on them. They're like versions of that where like the liquid's coming up, there's only 2, you can only go back. Like they found ways to make old versions of games, like remake them and make them more interesting.
So I have to ask though, are any of these within the past like month or two, or not month or two, like maybe the past quarter new? Because obviously from when we first played it, when it first came out, to recent, I mean, when you pulled this up, how long ago was that?
We played, I want to say the last time I played was October.
Okay. And then before that, I assume it probably was close to a year before?
No, before that, I want to say that the last time before that was probably sometime in the summer. It was either, I think it might have been late May.
I mean, I guess we can keep it on there for now. We need to knock a few more off this list, but I don't think it's going to make top 5.
Here, I'll do you a favor. Can we get rid of Brawlhalla, please?
I can second that. Honestly, there's other games on here. Yes, I do play that game, but I don't think it can contest against games like Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14, Apex Legends. The numbers are there. Brawlhalla, I'm out.
Bye,
Brawlhalla. And I think at that point, we might as well throw in there Among Us and Phasmophobia, because yes, we know that the community's there. Yes, we know that they've been dropping content for it. But I think when it comes to the bigger companies with their more AAA titles, it's harder for them to stick out.
I honestly think Among Us, right now, I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying let's have the conversation. I think Among Us can stay. I mean, hide and seek mode just came out last night, and I've played around with friends and it was fun. And they've got Among Us VR, and that's brought people back to regular Among Us. And they've added other things that like I want to say this year it's been more quality of life. So yeah, we just got the new content game mode wise, but like back during even earlier this year, you couldn't, if you wanted to switch the map you were playing with friends, you had to close the server, open a new server, invite all your friends again, and then if you wanted to you had to do it all over again. And they finally like this is a team that was originally going to do an Among Us 2 and canceled it like last year or 2 years ago, and like have just been focusing on Among Us.
I don't think it brings it back though. I think VR maybe brought a little back, like you said, but I don't think it like brought it back. I think if it's one of those games where they have to pay for the big streamers to play it, to like sponsor ad, and like it's not worth it.
I'm telling you, people are still there. But okay, Among Us can go. Phasmophobia was another one that I was surprised by. there's so many different kinds of ghosts now. Remember how
there's a shit ton more now. It's a huge amount.
There were like 11, and now I want to say there's 20 plus.
Holy.
I mean, it's a huge jump.
Even more than that. Hold on, let me pull this list up. You guys talk about Phasmophobia while I pull this list up.
So I mean, they added new content. They added new maps. The physics got a little bit better, so I think now when you actually go like back to your garage, you can actually throw the basketball and stuff like that. It's actually easier.
Okay,
stuff like that.
There are exactly 20 ghost types
AI
now.
got smarter too.
Yeah, the AI got a little better. I still don't think okay, so I'm gonna be brutally honest because I know Nick's gonna defend almost every single one of these on here. It's not that these communities or these games and these developers aren't doing fantastic things with their games. The problem is think about this. When you go onto an online chat room for gaming, you don't hear a lot about Among Us or Phasmophobia or Ark. You're hearing Final Fantasy 14. You're hearing Fortnite. You're hearing Apex. I mean, there's a reason why these games are here. I mean, look at Final Fantasy 14. Just as an example, look at Final Fantasy 14. When it first came out, pissed off so many people because of how bad it was that people went back to playing 11 for the longest time. They said, "Oh shit, guys, get your shit together. Let's redo this." And they came out with a game that year after year after year, and it's not just them, the developers. It's also the community. It just gets better. Like if you look at like an Apex community, yeah, if you're like in the bronze or recruit section all the way up to maybe early gold, it's an okay community. I mean, they're still kind of assholey. Like if you do one bad game and you're playing with a random, they're gonna say you suck. Go kill yourself. Same thing with Fortnite, except it's going to be you're hearing it from a 5-year-old instead of a 30-year-old.
Nah, there are a lot of 30-years in Fortnite. No, I'm going to have you dial that back.
Yeah, listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what rank you are. If it's a competitive online game, you're going to have toxic people.
And even time out. Let me go back to Fortnite real quick. Fortnite just announced like accounts that are like child accounts, like where you can create an account for your child, and it adds an extra layer of protection for that kid while they're playing. So I'm gonna not put up a stone wall for you there, but I'm gonna argue that like games have been better about fighting off toxic people, but I don't think that's part of this conversation. It's part.
No, but it's best ongoing. It's not just the content. It's got to be the communities with it, because you can give me every single thing I want in the game, and if that community is toxic, I want nothing to do with it.
Mikey, what was that number you said for Apex earlier?
249,000 current players online right now.
Is that from Steam or is that from
That's from Google.
From Google?
I don't know if that's Steam and console put together. I'm going to assume it's everything put together.
Let's see, because let's see here. I'm looking at Among Us. About 13,000 playing the last 22 minutes. I think Among Us does bigger numbers on mobile, if I'm being honest.
Well, Among Us, the problem is, I would rather, if I had friends that played the game, I'd play it. If I had to go play with random people, I wouldn't play it.
But I'm also thinking of like outside of like gaming communities, like zeitgeist wise. Like Josh is talking about communities and toxic communities and all that stuff. But I'm thinking of like games that have like Among Us was part of the zeitgeist. I think that took off during COVID, right? And it's something that's remained in the zeitgeist because they've kept on updating it. Like Among Us is gone. I'm saying that like it goes beyond just having that community. But Phasmophobia can go. I was just super surprised by how much was on there. What is there a game on this list that you are championing, Josh?
Crowning.
I honestly want to say Final Fantasy 14. I mean, literally, that I've heard this year especially, I've heard nothing but great things for their latest DLC, for their community, just all around year-long events. I mean, it's just been fantastic.
So let me play devil's advocate. So this is our list based off of like our interest and us coming together and putting our heads together and saying this is the Kaufman Boys list. Have you played Final Fantasy 14 this year, Josh?
I actually have.
You have?
Yeah, I played it back in May.
All right. I was getting ready for the. No, I haven't. I was getting ready to shut you down, but you shut me down.
Well, I have not touched it since then, but I was playing it back in May.
Okay. All right.
I can cut some of this fat right here, right now.
Halo
Infinite, not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Hold on now. They just added Forge, man. No,
they added Forge.
Forge, yes,
when they needed it the most.
Yeah,
earlier.
That is what Nick. Forge is basically the equivalent of Fortnite at this point. Like, remember how Fortnite? I remember me and you talking about Fortnite when it was a cooperative or single player, you against waves. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't exist anymore. That the reason it was lifted from Fortnite's identity. Like, literally, there's like, if you tell me one person who still plays that portion of it, they're liars.
Oh, it's a special event they put up every once in a while.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so Halo Infinite, yes, they have Forge, but I feel like they might be a contender for next year. This year, I'm out.
Yeah, I would say Jake. I agree with Jake.
Goodbye, Halo Infinite.
I think
okay.
Get rid of Arc. Get rid of Arc.
Get rid of Arc. The game's still not optimized. Get rid of it.
Wait, did Arc hit 1.0 this year, right?
Are you high?
Was it? I swear I saw it was this year.
No, Arc became like a full game like years ago.
Like 1.0 years ago?
Uh-huh.
All right. I could have sworn it was this year.
Well, no, they have DLC, yes, but the game's still not optimized. Like, Rust runs smoother than Arc.
Okay. I'm going to say we can cut Age of Empires. I mean, it's only been out a year, but they've been showing support with, I think they just did like a 1-year DLC pack that added, I think it was two different empires. I need to spend more time with it, but we're going to cut Age. How many are we down to? We are down to, we're down to 7.
I think personally we can get rid of Dead by Daylight.
It's a game that picked up steam just because it's on sale. I know they have that core people. That game belongs to the people that don't play like a shooting game or like a first-person shooter. It's for the people who play Sims that just like feel different. Playing.
There's a ton of problems playing it still, though. Like, there's a big issue with survivors grieving killers.
Survivors. For someone who's never played Dead by Daylight, can you give that to me in a layman's term?
So basically, they pick out perks for their characters that will make them basically untouchable, almost like to an extent. To like, if you're playing killer, they're just gonna basically fuck around and piss you off. Like, they'll purposely like lead you on long chases or basically just mess with you, and you won't be able to get a kill or do anything. You're basically just kind of like, why am I even playing this then? I'm basically just like, you could literally be the best killer in the world, and if they have these like certain perks stacked up, you're gonna lose. There's no chance of you winning.
Yeah, the only cool thing I like about Dead by Daylight is like all the unique killers they add to it.
Otherwise, I mean, who were some killers they added this year?
Nemesis, I think, and Wesker.
Yeah, they added Resident Evil. They've had like Stranger Things in there. They've had Michael Myers, Scream,
Ghostface,
Freddy Krueger. Well, yeah. I mean, just like they don't call Michael Myers in there either.
They gave him a different name.
Yeah, they gave all of them names. Like they call Freddy Krueger the Nightmare.
Do they call Michael Myers the Shape?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what he went. So originally, when Halloween was supposed to be an anthology series, Michael Myers was known as the Shape, and you'll hear him called that every once in a while.
Yeah,
maybe not like in one of the movies, but like people talking about movies.
So yeah, every now and then, Dead by Daylight has like they get hype, they're trending with like releases like Resident Evil and all that stuff. But I don't think they're good for this year's best ongoing game.
Okay, they're off. I'm gonna vote on taking Rocket League out.
I do too.
It's still Rocket League. It's fun. It's still fun.
It's still Rocket League. They have cool music. Cool, we get it. It's. I want to kind of compare it to almost any sports game.
Yep.
It's kind of just their new updates.
But see, I think what makes them stick out though, compared to other sports games, is rather than releasing a new one every fucking year, they just keep the same game.
Yeah, see, I don't think the comparison to the other sports games is fair because of what Josh just said. Like, yeah, they're not putting out Rocket League 2023, 2024. They're like,
no, we've had the same game for how many years now, and it just keeps getting better and better.
They had a cross event with Fortnite. They had their cars in there. That was so cool. But we can say la vie to Rocket League. Then there were 5 gentlemen.
So
I'm gonna keep it real. No, Fall Guys should go.
Yep.
You got 4. You got 4. You got 4 of the top 4 that respectively.
So here, I'll play devil's advocate for Nick real quick because I was being really harsh about it. Mikey, why should Apex stay up there? Because I know that's what you're rooting for.
249,000 current players right now on Friday.
Take that number away. What have they done recently?
They'll keep bringing in a map. They're good on rotational on the maps. They bring in a new character. They get people to pay them money to them somehow still.
Have the battle passes been something keeping you?
Yeah, it's like old Fortnite. Fortnite back in like chapter 1 or 2 or 3. Like they were good. They were worth it. It's not like any other game where everyone has a battle pass now, and it's just like this doesn't help.
Because at the end of the day, fuck the community. Like, yes, it's cool that like people keep coming back, but like, yeah, I want to know why this is the best ongoing game. Like, there's a reason you're coming back. It's not just because other people are doing it.
Well, the thing is, between all these games, there's only 2 of them that are free, and that's a big issue.
Final Fantasy 14 is technically free up to a certain point. Like, wow.
Pretty sure Fall Guys is free.
I looked up the number.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy. No, why was it 10? It was $20. I remember
at the start. Now it's free because they needed
when
Fall Guys came out, like after the first day it came out, they had maintenance issues, to where like the game was down for like almost a week, and it kind of like cost them a lot.
I think everything on here is free besides Rust, right?
Yeah, but Rust every now and then goes on sale
for cheap.
Well, just about everything else goes on sale too. But Fortnite's not on sale because it's free. But
the thing about Rust is that it's a new game every.
I say it's not a new game.
The wipe, it's a different experience.
Final Fantasy 14, just make a new character. Apex, it's just a new round every time.
Wouldn't we just WoW
round every time?
But listen. How many Twitch Rivals events did all these other games have? Rust had more Twitch Rivals events than any of these games this year.
Yeah, but it's Twitch. Who gives a shit?
Couldn't we?
A lot of people do.
Could we make the argument for WoW being on here or Tarkov being on here?
I'm glad neither of them are.
WoW kind of fell apart after the whole Blizzard thing, but
WoW. My thing about WoW is that they splintered their player base, and I know the player base was begging for WoW Vanilla, but WoW Vanilla really split it up, and I just I don't understand that. Hey, let's grow by going back. We're building back.
It was okay because I had people at work that were like all hyped about it. I was like, I'll play with you, whatever. But like, it was so boring because like back in the day, you had to actually wait for like spawns, or quests. Like you had to wait in a line. I swear to you, there was a moment where people were waiting in line to kill something that they need to kill for a quest, and they were like waiting in line. Like I saw like 20 people in line just waiting, and it was just so stupid. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, you guys really wanted this? I just wanted to like kill it and go. Like, I gotta wait. The hell is this? And now I think they have Burning Crusade and Lich King now. Like, it's just basically just revamping. I feel like everything nowadays is just revamp.
No, so they, like I said, they tried to take a page from RuneScape. RuneScape did a successful job, in my opinion, of keeping their current RuneScape RS3 and going with old school RuneScape. Like people are not torn by it. It's not like, oh, old school sucks. No, I hear nothing but great things from both communities, saying great things about each other's communities.
All right, so we take Fall Guys out of this equation.
I will concede Fall Guys because I'm not playing it. When
it can be 5, but it's 5 respectfully.
Well, we're only counting 3, so goodbye, Fall Guys.
Okay, so for
let
these
me
last.
let me make my argument, because we haven't really talked about Fortnite. Let me make my argument for it just before we're like, it's gotta go. No build mode. No build mode was like a game changer, because people fucking hate. I don't know why people hate builds. I don't mind them. I know people hate sweats. I just say, if you want to avoid a sweat, just build under them because they're up in the air. What else? The collaborations, the thing, like they had the Dragon Ball event, they had the Rocket League event, the skins they keep adding. The last three battle passes this year were great. Fun characters. I know people are kind of like getting upset by some of the current crossovers, but whatever. They just reinvented the whole map. They did Unreal 5.1. It looks great. Whole new map, added motorbikes. They just keep finding a way to change the meta. Do they screw things up by adding stuff like the hammer? Yeah, they do. But it's a game that it's one of those games where, like, if you don't play for a few weeks and you come back, you're like, holy shit, when did they do this? Like, it's one of those games. And I played a lot of Fortnite in 2020, played none in 2021, came back this year, and it felt like Fortnite, but it's...
Okay, so I totally forgot about the Dragon Ball Z event, and I heard a lot of great things about it. I wish I would have played it. I feel like for that case, Rust can go.
I know Matt is like the Rust head here. Does anyone want to make an argument for Rust staying?
The only update they did, I heard they made one of the guns a lot less buffy. They nerfed it down a little bit. But other than that, he says the same shit. Different wipe. The only thing is, if we go off like, current players or whatever, Fortnite would be 1, Apex would be 2, and I don't know how many people are playing Rust right now, but I'm gonna assume it's probably right with Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy has 65,000 people.
I'm gonna say so for the final ones that we pick,
I'm okay with getting Rust.
Let's take out the amount of people playing it, because obviously they're all a shit ton, right? There's a reason why they're thriving.
As someone who hasn't played Final Fantasy 14 or Rust, hearing about the parties that people throw in Final Fantasy 14, people getting married in Final Fantasy, and I'm sure Rust has its own crazy stuff, but like the different things I hear about what people are doing in Final Fantasy 14 and are they DLC or it's not DLC for a MMO, it's an expansion, right?
Yeah.
And hearing like people say like, because Final Fantasy 14 when it came out was shit, but like hearing how the expansions like breathed a whole new life into the game, and there were server issues, and people had to the queues at the beginning of the year were crazy from the sounds of it to get into the game. Was that around the time you were playing, Josh?
No, I was right after it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you guys want to talk about players, Rust within the last 30 days, 137,000 players, more than Final Fantasy 14.
That's why
I said for these last ones, don't go off the count. Let's go off of the content and events and all that.
I mean, Rust has like Halloween events,
Twitch rivals.
Okay, but do they do anything? Do they do anything different compared to like Fortnite has something different every single time? Apex switches up by giving you a new legend and maybe dropping you into a new map or swapping out the rotation of the maps.
Yeah, they've added things. They've added zip lines. They've added Molotovs. They've added they do updates.
Let me remind you, boys, there may be a billion, majillion, cajillion players in each of these games. The only 4 that matter are in this room right now.
Man, shut up.
I'd rather get rid of Final Fantasy over Rust. But if I get outvoted here, then it is what it is. It won't hurt my feelings. Matt might.
My thing. Okay, well, he should have been here then. My thing with Rust is, it's okay. Yeah, you give me the Molotov. Yeah, you may have nerfed one gun. That's basically what every other game here has done. They've either added something or removed something. Twitch events, great. You have a bunch of people who suck at a game just watching other people play it. That's every game on this list once again. Like that, there's nothing different from what Rust does compared to what these other ones do. But where these other ones succeed in is that there's so much more content, so much more going on for them.
Wouldn't you say though it's different if Final Fantasy had to fix their game and is only still pulling that amount of numbers, that Rust can just be the same game with minor tweaks and still pull double the numbers?
Yeah, but think about this: Rust has forever, and I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong here. If it's still, is it still a beta, or has it been finally released?
No, it's done. Yeah.
Okay, so it took them forever to do it. Where Final Fantasy 14, yeah, they released the first time, failed, but they came right back and just, they bounced back hard. Like, I'm not saying it's number one. If I had to go based on just the equivalence of what we're given, I would say Nick's right. I think Fortnite does take the cake. They give you, I mean,
they're the biggest money pushing game there is.
No, and
they released the
Yeezy
event for everyone. They're going to be rocking Yeezys for $20.
Okay, but Mikey, can you sit there and say that there was a concert while you're fucking playing Apex or while you're playing Rust? No. Only Fortnite can sit here and go, yeah, we had a little fucking Yeezy concert while I was blasting some 5-year-old with a shotgun.
Okay, look, here's my top 3. It's going to be Fortnite, Apex, Rust.
I'm going to go with that same order, except for I'm going to say Final Fantasy 14 is number 3.
I'm gonna go Fortnite, Apex, Final Fantasy 14.
I'm gonna go Apex, Fortnite, and then Rust.
So let me alleviate this by saying if Matt were here, he'd go Rust.
Matt would go Apex, Fortnite, Rust.
Okay, so I think
100%.
what we heard was Fortnite wins for number 1 for sure.
Number 1 for sure for the Fortnite.
And then I think because Jake said Apex, I said Apex, and you said Apex, Nick, for second. Apex takes second.
Did Mikey said Apex second too? I think.
No, Mikey said Apex
first.
1.
Apex 1.
So we go back to basically it's a tie between Final Fantasy 14 and Rust being third.
The thing is, I never played Final Fantasy 14. I can say I played Rust before.
No, and that's fair. Like I've played both. I personally think 14's better.
Subscription based.
You can play for free up to like level
20, and then you stop playing.
That's like WoW.
You don't have to stop playing. You can keep playing and find ways around it.
That's
Good
WoW.
luck.
That's WoW though. You can play until you hit level 20.
Yeah,
then...
Final Fantasy 14 is the same way, Mikey.
So let me ask this as someone who has no experience in either of them. So Final Fantasy 14 sounds like it has a lot of people like doing like actual role playing, like, hey, we're getting married here, hey, we're having parties here, hey, we're in the club over here. Are people doing similar things like that in Rust?
Yes.
There's so much shit. Like Rust is basically, you could build servers in Rust. You can like do all that shit on Rust. Like there's people that make like party games on Rust. Like people made Among Us in Rust. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what I'm hearing is we're bringing back Among Us. Hold on. Let me write it down.
Can you do that in Final Fantasy 14?
I'm gonna say Rust is like
not
Minecraft.
Without a subscription. Not without a subscription.
You go into a server, it's gonna be different every single time. You will not find a server one-on-one.
Okay, but here's the deal. With Final Fantasy 14, if I'm like something comes up, let's say like, I have a kid or something, I have to step away for 2 weeks. Guess what? Rust, the server's wiped, and in that week, within a week, and then already people have played it again for that week, and now you're like, well, fuck. Now, do I start late and get my ass kicked by a bunch of AKs, or do I wait 3 weeks for it to wipe? Or I could play Final Fantasy 14, where the only thing I'm missing is maybe one event.
Yeah, but you also spent that $10 on that subscription.
Jake, what fucking subscription?
I think
we're only like maybe 20, 15 bucks.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't some servers charge you for like a premium to be able to like jump the queue and everything?
Yeah, but you don't have to pay that much to play the game.
But Jake, you said there's no subscriptions.
That's not
a subscription.
That's optional.
That's a fast pass.
That is still a subscription.
That's optional.
That is still a subscription.
To a server, there's like thousands of servers, so you can go to a different server.
What you're saying is you have to pay $3.99 for each server.
I think
you don't have to pay
$39.99.
I don't think you understand. You don't have to pay anything for anything.
It doesn't cap gameplay though. It is you fast pass the line.
Yeah, like you're stuck on one level until you pay a subscription. I'm sorry.
It's like Tarkov. If they gave you a free Tarkov and they're like, "Hey, $5 and we'll let you."
Tarkov just lets you buy the most expensive thing at first and then slowly take things away. They take away content. There's a difference.
Okay, let me ask this. Josh, why haven't you played Final Fantasy 14 since May?
Well, I've gotten busier with work.
Yeah.
All my single player games. Okay, Jake, besides this past couple weeks, when's the last time you played touched Rust? Like, how long did it take you to go back to it?
I played a whole monthly server, dude.
No, I'm saying before this recent time, because I know you and Matt have been playing. How long ago was it that you played it?
Like August.
I'm calling bullshit.
I have a stream. Like I've streamed the game. You could tell.
You know what? Fuck you guys. Just take Final Fantasy 14 off because apparently Rust is God.
Josh, this is what we call leverage. You save it for another category.
Hey, Josh, do you
back to back?
Josh, do you watch Final Fantasy 14 content?
Yes, I do.
Do you watch Rust content?
No. Actually, no, I take it back. I do love
you do. Exactly.
I do but it's not the content, it's Waylon. Waylon is such a fucking good storyteller. If I could meet this man and have him narrate my life, I would fucking do it because he's so good at it.
Like I watched at least one video of a Naruto or Oblivion like daily. Like Rust content is so much, it's top tier over Final Fantasy 14.
All right, can we just agree that Rust is at least third and Fortnite's better and Apex is better? I can take that.
Okay, so we're getting rid of Final Fantasy.
Get rid of Final Fantasy.
All right,
I mean, guys, officially, but officially, Rust was never even win because Final Fantasy 14 won this shit.
Didn't Rust win didn't they win an award? Or was that? I know Final Fantasy 14 won an award.
Yeah, they won best ongoing.
Oh,
exactly. Fuck you. I officially must win.
Not on this list.
Can we? Okay, so while the smoke is settling, Fortnite, Apex, Rust.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't touched Fortnite since season 2, I think.
You're missing out, babe. You're missing out. Okay, so for best ongoing game, we have Rust, Apex Legends, and then coming in at the number 1 spot, Fortnite.
Let's go.
Dude,
moving on.
That was a good category. See, that was fun, wasn't that? That was fun.
No. My shit didn't even win. It was not fun.
I can voice an opinion on something I know.
The whole conversation, so much fun. All right, a quick recap of our day 1 categories. We had best Wordle first word, the top 3 with Beats, Reach, and taking that number 1 spot, Crate. And then we also had best ongoing game top 3 with Rust, Apex Legends, and taking that number 1 spot, Fortnite. No, not a fan, Mikey?
Hey, you roll with it.
Whatever, brah. Thanks for listening to day 1 of Smashing Game Time's Game of the Year 2022 discussions. Join us Wednesday where we'll be debating the most upsetting game delay of 2022 and the biggest disappointment of the year. As always, rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. We hope you had a smashing great time with us today. See you next time.